sorry.
According to my screen, we're still offline.
It is.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, I was trying to load it on a couple different screens here just to make sure, but yeah, it still says offline in browser. Related here.
Channels 16. If I'm offline now, that'd be.
Nope, you're good now. I can see us.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Sweet, and I don't have to worry my ass about that. Great. So while I was worried sick, Josh Williams took the lead here in front of Justin Harper, and the live timing isn't working. Oh, here it is. But not working still. Okay, so that's interesting. But Josh Williams up in front, followed by Taylor Bell, Justin Harper, Clement Lana, Ivan Medina, Dylan Ogilvy, and Buddy Parker. So I would almost say we have a four-way battle here for last transfer position. So this could potentially be very interesting to see, with Dylan just slowing up for number 84 here. And finally that's back, number 84, that would have been Ivan Medina. And again, I don't know if the stream started immediately, but I have Justin Smedley with me in the booth. Still loading.
Try to reload it. That's what I had to do. Refresh and it pulled up quickly for me.
Oh, sweet. So Clement
They're pretty evenly spread out at this point.
Yeah, I was just about to say. It seems
tight,
like
but a little spread out.
People spread out quite a lot, actually. Guess we can drop here and see. There's 3 guys coming down the hill, 3 guys going up, roughly. A few guys coming down here at Henry Hill. There will be Josh Williams in first, Taylor Bell second, and that is Justin Harper chased down by Clement Lana. So as of now we have a quite set top 4 that should move on to the 250 main.
You think as long as these guys keep their heads about them, they're going to the motos, but
exactly. Yeah, I mean,
you never know in this game.
I would expect Clement Lana here to really just move through as he's expected. He's been doing really good in EMF for the past seasons here.
Yeah,
having a lot of experience. And Dylan Ogilvy has actually been doing quite good as well. I think he finished 3rd just a few races ago in the MXS DP series, so that's someone I would like to look out for in this race here. So Ogilvy now out to 5th, but it looks like he has ways back or ways ahead before anything's happening. So
I think the way that one of these guys out of the top is getting in is if Clement or Justin decide to get a little feisty maybe and perhaps make a mistake, because like you said, that top 4 is pretty locked in at this point.
Exactly. Ivan Medina, currently sitting 1 spot out of transfer as he loops out, has had around 17 seconds to last transfer positions. I think it's pretty safe to say here we know who's going to get past.
Clement slides by on the uphill from the off camber there. That was a little dicey, but he got through clean. You could tell he was a bit faster than Justin Harper there. He was kind of trailing him and I think smartly.
Yeah, I mean, Clement Lana,
clean and yeah.
Again, one of the fastest guys.
Good.
Let's see if we can get some nice views here. Nobody scrubbing. That's sad to see.
Oh no!
Clement Lana just doing a Superman up the hill.
Luckily, I think there's a big enough gap. He's gonna be, yeah, he's up and going, and Ogilvy's just now coming down towards that area, so he's still got enough time, plenty of time.
There shouldn't be any worries for him.
Yeah, I mean, and where he just got that legs off, it's a tricky spot. Talking to a few guys earlier, it was kind of a random thing. Sometimes they'd land it perfect, and sometimes they thought they landed it perfect and got legs off. Just kind of a really finicky spot there.
Yeah, though, I would like to remember that spot being the same for the past few years actually, where it's been bumps and sort of, I don't know, a single leading into the bumps in the uphill. It's just people try to time it, and most of the time these pros can, but every now and then something happens.
Well, I just gotta say, it made me feel pretty good because like I could get it just about every time. So if these guys were struggling, it made me feel really good. And then I rode the rest of the track and remembered that that's why I'm talking to you and not getting ready to race.
True. So Harper, Taylor Bell, and Josh Williams for the top three. Clement Lana still in fourth. Let's see. Has a gap of around 10 seconds, I would say, to Buddy Parker. I mean, I think the feel is set now, unless Clement Lana just eats dirt for the rest of the lap here. He's having it.
Well, we had 3 guys that unfortunately weren't able to make it through 4 whole laps. Maybe they had dinner plans.
Yeah, I mean, it is sort of...
It's a tough game, man. You gotta keep your cool sometimes.
Yeah, you really have to, but it's sort of frustrating when people leave that early, especially in the races themselves. I mean, this is a constant race. That's not too bad, but when people show up and leave after 2 laps in the normal race, that's just, I think it's bad respect towards the hosters and potentially others that could have been very, very proud. I mean, if I were to make a pro spot, I wouldn't care if I finished first or 31st in the qualifying. I would have been proud just to make it into pros. So that's sort of my take on the whole leave after 2 seconds.
Well, I mean,
thing.
I've told you this before. Now, hopefully, I think I'm getting maybe a touch bit better. But I'm pretty much the king of the guy who gets the place ahead of everyone else that quit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, just have it out, man. Just keep going for it. But like you said, it's just a consi, so not the worst thing, I guess. But
thanks for telling us that we're entertaining.
Yeah, that we're only about 5 to 7, 10 minutes in here. Just give it time.
Give it time, and he'll be bored by my accent. I'll never want to hear a Swede talk about meatballs again, and completely skip IKEA and all that stuff. So we're currently waiting for Bird Green. Does appear to have left. So Cortland Knopp or Knopp, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but I guess Knopp would be somewhat British.
Did we think we pronounce P5 Body or Bodie? Because if it's Bodie, it reminds me of a great TV show called The Wire that all you kids out there need to go watch. But I don't Bodie. I don't know. Tough discussion. It'll carry out.
I would say Buddy or something. It's 2 Ds. I mean, I could break in here with my Swedish skills and tell you exactly how it would be in Swedish, but that doesn't help me much here.
But then none of the rest of us would understand what you're saying.
Exactly. It's like hearing a truly Scottish person.
Just smile and nod, man. Just smile and nod.
Yeah, it's like
that's about right.
So probably way more off topic here than Callan and Jeremy usually does, but I am going to try and do my best here. I also have to familiarize myself here with Race Factory Gaming's site a bit, as I seem to usually struggle with the site. I always find what I want and then it disappears just as quickly. So the contest is over. As I've already said, Josh Williams, Taylor Bell, Justin Harper, and Clement Lana is going to move on to the actual modos here. And I would like to get some feedback on the sound volumes here, just to know if me and oh my god, just to know they're relatively equal in sound.
Fun doing about 5 things at once there, Chris.
More or less so. I was trying to figure out Race Factory, look at the chat, look at the voice levels, and in-game at the same time. That is about 5 things too many. How there are 4 things to do.
Alright, well I'm going to keep my fingers crossed I don't time out loading in here.
Now you got me worried too. Somebody saying it's good. Thank you, Mikey.
It's a lot of bikes to load.
I actually did not time out. That is a very nice surprise.
Well, I definitely must have then. Guess we'll find out together.
I guess so.
You know, I was taking a look at the points sheet that the little tips Kellen so generously provided to us.
Yeah,
Going at 250s and 450s both for that matter. There's some good points battles going on, so it's you know, maybe not as similar to what you would see in the actual AMA series this weekend, where things are kind of a bit stretched out. But you know, 250 class, you've got Sidehoff leading with Honeywell 12 points back of him.
Exactly.
450 that we'll get to later. Root only 3 back of Mullins, charging pretty good the last couple of weeks to say the least. So
yeah, I mean, Root's been on fire. That's been insane to watch, and it's going to be really fun to see here how it's going to plan out between Sideoff and Honeywell. It's 12 points separating. Do you know what the final tiebreaker is? If that is the last moto win, or if it's the amount of moto wins? I would guess amount.
I think if it was up to 100, it'd be a 1v1 on some JGMX track or something. But to be frank, I'm not quite certain.
But I would guess that Sideoff, just guessing, I would guess that Sideoff will get it off more wins.
Yeah.
But if we would finish at the moment as state, Honeywell would win each and every moto that's left, and Sideoff would have finished second. They would tie in the championship. So
But we'll have to break out the bylaws on that one.
What?
The bylaws, like the league regulations.
Oh yeah. So yeah, potential spoilers are definitely going to be a thing here.
For sure.
So let's see, who in here do we have that could potentially spoil? We have Burkeen, Fjellberg, Foster, Mitchell, Finn Collins, Holyak, Mora, Blakely, Conrad Lins. So we have a bunch of Jeremy Siebold, so we have a bunch of fast guys here potentially to spoil. I would like to see Fjellberg would start here, as he was really good in the start here last warm-up lap.
Here we go.
It looks like Fjellberg with a good start, but number 31 I guess is Siebold in front of him, and number... Who's that going straight off the track? Holy smokes.
Great start for Dennis though.
Next race 250.
Oh, just kidding guys.
This is confusing.
Nah.
Why is this happening to me? Now I have to
At least we're not. Hey, it's better than Jason Wygant at Southwick a few years ago. Perhaps one of the. He just completely. They missed the gate drop. Period. So rather have 2 than none.
Exactly. Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, there we go. Wheels just said in chat. Sorry about that. 30 plus 2 it is.
So, focusing on Jeremy Seabolt here. And looks like Dennis Felber with a good start again, but I do see
Oh, chaos.
So, Dennis Fjellberg up to the lead.
Again.
Followed by number 1 of... Who's number 1? Oh, the live timing hasn't started yet.
Sorry, Burkeen I'm showing in second at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Your number 1.
Burkeen...
Oh,
front flip.
of course.
Oh.
Gotta do it for the kids.
Oh. So the defending champion already showing some style here, Burkeen. I mean, if you look at his riding, it's not often you see a MX Sim rider with a special look to his riding, but Burkeen definitely has a unique style. Sitting 90% of the time, standing up in the jumps and doing front flips. That's very, very nice.
As he has a bit of trouble there.
So Colton Mitchell up to second place with Jared Sidoff just following here behind, and that is bad news for Dade Honeywell. And I honestly have no idea where Honeywell is.
We'll track back and see where he is. He is
in 16th, give or take.
I'm showing him up at 10th now.
So made a few passes since my live timing was last updated.
Yeah, I switched over to first person to get the pit board view.
So, let's see, Dale Honeywell currently has to work on Tyler Lewis and Matt Burkeen.
And Dennis has stretched out a 4-second lead already. And Chris, you obviously are more 100% in tune with the EMF series and all those ongoings, but he's been picking it up over there, yeah? So it makes sense that he would do the same here?
More or less so, I would say. I mean, EMF lately has been... It used to be Connor and Danny's show, but as of when Connor dropped out of the series, it's been Danny's show all alone, so... Yeah. Danny's definitely on the rising here.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, for Sidoff, first in points, currently running in second place. He just ride it out, play it smart, really.
Yeah, more or less so. I mean, Sidoff... Is it me lagging?
Do you happen to be blinking all over the place?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, this is fun. Let's do this game again.
Could this be... Oh, is it DDoS?
Alright. Thank you to whoever decided it'd be a fun time to do this, and hopefully it is just a general error. And it'll pick right back up where it left off, but given what's occurred in the last month or so, plus, you know,
I mean,
unfortunately.
I get the point of DDoSing a person you don't like, but really ruining it for everyone.
It's immature and petty, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But the good thing is, from what anyone can go read on the forum, perhaps, that GLV has some logs in place that can grab information and definitively identify, perhaps. I mean, I'm far from an expert on this, but that's just what was said.
I hope that it could yield in some sort of good. It's so hard to protect yourself from DDoS unless you have some serious equipment that can handle so much traffic. It's really hard to do anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just unfortunate because whatever it's, even if it's 5 people doing it, which I don't think that's the case, just for instance, that's however many people are in this server, about 100 or more, and it's just unfortunate. It really is.
I would believe that it's quite a lot of people DDoSing at this one at once, but I really doubt that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys would be able to do this much damage, although I haven't DDoSed myself, so I don't know the effects, but I know that one-on-one, like locally for people without too fast of an internet connection, it can be devastating. But at the moment there's no idea to really browse with the TV cameras at the moment, so it's better to just whatever happens, do this. So let's look
Yeah,
at
well,
chat here.
some
Shaker's
ghost man racing going on, but
sending restart. Yeah, this is not going too great. So let's look at the chat in the meantime while we are trying to at least have something happening. Yeah. Shakers asks, what is EMF? It stands for European
electromagnetic field, I think. Not certain.
That's one way to put it, but in this case it's European MX Federation. Basically it's RF of Europe, or the federation that mainly does the racing in Europe here. So yep, that's it. And I usually do stream those races as well. They are, for us Europeans, it's Wednesday nights. So let's see here.
Sending restart. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
How is this going? Timed out. Sending bike acknowledgement 13. This is not going the way we wanted. So let's see.
We just play this one like a red flag, a la last week's AMA race.
Oh,
and
restart.
Hope for the best.
I have no idea really. I wish I owned the server things I could actually help out. But I don't know. At the moment it's just Wheeler on the line.
I mean, I have to completely reload my game up there because it refused to even let me disconnect. So,
this
fun
sucks
times,
so
fun
bad.
Times.
So Shaker's saying, funny, I was going to get to work on my winter indoor series, but then with all the DDoS, I have no desire to do anything with this community. I mean, that is very understandable. This is just ruining it for literally everyone on the server.
Exactly. I mean, Frank, honestly, why would you spend time and go out of your way to host, a high-profile event when this has been happening to high-profile events as of late for some reason?
I don't know.
It just baffles me how whoever's doing it doesn't understand that it's not just like a funny prank, like putting a freaking whoopee cushion under someone's seat that makes a fart noise, haha. No, like it's a legitimate thing that you can be put under legal pressure for doing. So I don't understand it, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm so clueless. Really, why?
I can't even load into the server right now. Are you in there?
It seems like people have started timing out. I am in the server. People are really slowly getting ready.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even get in. It's sending client info over and over and over.
Mikey2653 asks, what is DDoS? DDoS stands for the denial of service, which is basically, DDoS in particular is commonly used to, I should first explain what a ping is. A ping request is sort of asking a router or a piece of equipment, hi, are you there? And the receiving equipment can either just dismiss the packet and do not send a reply, or they can reply to the packet and say, hey, yes, I'm here. You will get some statistics, how long it would take to get the packet back and forth, etc. And when you do that a billion times a second, that will flood up your router or eventually your bandwidth. So
yeah, so the shorthand version then would be essentially you send so much data to any one given server at a single time that it cannot handle
Exactly.
traffic that is supposed to be there,
It's
thereby causing all that lag and stutter and all the things that you're seeing on the screen.
yeah. I mean, the network equipment basically just, instead of actually doing what it's supposed to do, it's spending all its time either deleting ping requests or replying to them, and that's the thing that happens. So everything else is just getting laggy and not prioritized. So that's sad, but that's how it is. And I don't like to speculate, but I really believe that it would take more than one single person with a single computer to cause this sort of DDoS, because you can actually, if you go to the darker place of the internet, you can actually hire stuff like this. So you could actually hire a botnet to do a DDoS attack for you, and you'll pay however much money to quote unquote rent.
I've heard the going rate is £3 a month.
Yeah, it's. I heard like
Or
$25.
quid. Sorry, I've learned a new term. £3 a month.
Oh yeah.
The Brits have been teaching me.
Yeah, I actually remember that. No, but so basically you can actually rent entire botnets or farms, which is usually infected computers with viruses that has no idea what they're. So basically the end user never knows that's happening, but they are pinging along with a million other infected computers, and you can rent those computers to perform a DDoS attack on your target. And I would almost believe this is what's happening. I mean, JLV would obviously be the one to decide, but I have a very hard time to assume this is from one person.
Yeah, I mean, there's names floating out and about that have been mentioned that people can go read up that would make you believe there's at least more than one person that could possibly know how to do it, but that's not for us to say. I think that it's just disappointing, honestly. And you've been around longer than I have in the community, and actually, I've told you this, that the first person that I messaged on the forum when I joined was you and asked you a question. So you've been around for a while. It's just,
yeah,
it's unfortunate. It really is, because it's it's pushing people away from wanting to host events for the community, which is pretty much why people play this game, right? To have fun and race against others.
Exactly.
This is the number one deterrent.
I just have to cut you off here. We are, if you're looking at the game, we are having more progress at the moment with things loading faster. So potentially this.
Oh yeah, I did load back in there.
So potentially the DDoS might have stopped, or it's just a temporary lucky thing. We don't know.
Well.
But I did see your flip working. That was a nice one. I was really proud when someone actually flipped for me. I was talking to a few guys and I said no flips, no TV time. So Burkina's assured himself of quite a good amount of TV time, I guess. Or the chat in the servers ensured himself.
Yeah, I've been trying to read through that while we have nothing else to do. While we're waiting.
I'm trying to have one eye on the chatting game and one eye on the chatting.
Yeah. 5 things at a time, right?
What?
5 things at a time.
5 things? I mean, I can't even keep up with one thing. If there's a bad multitasker, that's definitely me. I am the worst. Somebody in chat saying Kellen is making sure Storken doesn't get his gig. Actually, it was Kellen asking me to do this stream, so that'd be really sad if Kellen DDoS this. That would just been weird. But I mean, Kellen might have set his ups to have no idea he does that.
In case you haven't heard a Swede talk before, that's Swedish for sarcasm.
Perhaps. I mean, probably.
Perhaps.
I mean, I've come to realize that since someone pointed out on the stream like a year ago, my voice is so monotone. I have like, my voice probably differs within 5 to 10 hertz or something. It's just straight up always the same. I mean, I would probably have the same voice if I won 1 billion or something on the lottery.
Never say never.
Sweets equal mellow? I really don't understand that one, but
Mellow, so like,
no, I understand,
not,
but I don't
yeah.
understand
But
how.
I get it. No, I get it. I've never heard you screaming and yelling and, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, like
mellow.
super high energy. You're pretty mellow guy.
I don't know. I've always been. If you wanna
Yeah,
go that
chilled.
road,
Yeah, good way.
in my personal life, I've never really been able to be super excited about something. I always watch the Nitro Circus and stuff. And those guys are just going crazy for a backflip, and I'm like, okay, more or
I
less.
mean, you don't have to lie to the people, Chris. We were talking before we started streaming, and that's, you were giggling like a little girl about streaming with me tonight. So you don't have to lie to them.
Yeah, if that was true. I'm trying to keep.
Well, I guess if nothing else, if this never works, there's always Widowmaker. I've seen Kellen and them do that before. So
I mean, I feel like even if this wouldn't really work, I could potentially pull up a stream doing something else. I mean,
yeah, we'll ride it out until it's officially called, or hopefully that doesn't happen.
you downloaded my track, right? And you do have a server, if so, we could
Yeah,
show off
yeah, I
that
got
track
one.
in the meantime. Okay, so someone say look at Dido, Jake Rose saying look at Dido's topic on a forum. Probably
Yeah,
going to be a bunch
that's
of. I have to
one of the ones I was alluding to. Yeah, I mean it's unfortunately it's not as easy as having someone tell you that someone is doing it and then saying, "Oh, that's the guy, get him." It's got to be pretty damn concrete proof, which I believe is what. And I've never obviously spoken to JLV and don't have any insider information, but just from reading what he was posting on the forum, sounds like what he was going for. Creating some logs basically to try to, and again, above my head, but trying to be able to actually definitively say, okay, here's at least where it's coming from. It's
that's as far as
I wish it was as easy as just like believing a couple of names that everyone is saying, but you gotta have concrete proof on this type of deal.
And that is the problem again. If someone rented a botnet to do this, you'll probably have IPs from
Yeah. Yep.
1,000 plus different computers, and none of those computers would actually be the DDoSer. So the DDoSer would just hire a bunch of computers called zombie computers that to the user doesn't do anything differently than act normally, but in the background it runs a ping.
Alright.
So yeah.
I'll be honest, this is a new when this has started happening, this is like a new low. But there's a lot of conversation in the last year or so on forums and whatnot about community going downhill and kids and yada yada yada, and that's one thing, but just like purposefully and outright ruining the ability of people to conduct a race is just, believe me, I never foresaw to this extent. I mean, honestly, I learned the adage earlier in life, never return to the scene of a crime.
Yeah.
Well, how many times now is this? Come on now.
I think it's second or third time it's being DDoSed at the moment. So I don't know. It just sucks so much that, I mean, DDoSing individuals, like if I were to DDoS you to ruin your race, that's one thing. I mean, it's affecting one person more or less. But when you race
The morality of it, perhaps, but in application.
But when it's the entire server, it's just that's not okay.
So Heckman, are you saying all Elsinore servers are down?
I would believe so, as I.
Yeah, that's what I believe that's what Alex just put in chat there. Oh yeah.
I'm
Give the fans what they want.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do this for a second here and see if this works. I'm just gonna turn off the stream here.
Okay. So be right back then.
I'm just gonna mute the stream here for a bit. So I'm back live here. I'm going to show off my track, obviously, give myself a shout out from a track I am meaning to release somewhere along the lines of in the end of the month or in a week or two, something just so. I figure it's better if I play something and let Justin know if server's getting back up here. Okay, so Heckman says the race is happening right now. Guess I better hurry my ass in there. Just as I get a suggestion to do something to not have dead air time, the race happens.
The dump. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
But at least I got a 15-second preview of my track.
Yeah, I know there were a few people asking about it, so.
Yeah.
I believe that would be an 00.
Yeah, you can get a 50cc in Sim. It's actually
beautiful.
I don't know what to say. It's not really a
I
50
think
cc.
you would go faster if you were pedaling a 12-year-old girl's bike.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I'll tell you, it's fun.
I don't remember exactly how, but I think it was Factory that linked on the forum a race, actually of those bikes in real life, and it looks like 85 or 125 bike with like an engine of a moped or something. But in game it uses the same models as the 125s. So Squeaky Dog, if you open a game and have, let's say, default model replacement for 125, yeah, I probably timed out, but I'm still loading bikes, so it's going to load the bikes, then it's going to happen nothing, and blah blah blah. I would love to see Super Minis or 85s in the game. That would be dope as hell. Really ping
I'm open to any bike that gets added to the game, which makes me better than other people. So if that happens to be 85s, I'm all in.
Hickman, the problem is I'm still loading bikes, so I can't even get the menu up.
I think I'm in, but I'm not seeing bikes either, so I might have timed out myself there.
Yeah, bikes just now lined up on the gate, it looks like.
Why does this guy who's talking sound like an Indian tech service? I take that as a compliment, as those guys are very experienced with the English language or something. I don't know.
And they put up with a lot of shit too, so.
True. So, yeah,
All right,
I'm not going
I've
to
just
Alt
loaded in now.
F4.
Looks like Matt Burkeen's going to take this whole shot on, I'm not sure if this is a sight lap or the actual race, but right now Burkeen out front with Leek and Carlo in third. Quick little moto recap.
Burkeen front flipping once again. Here's a Burkeen throwing down them flips here for the stream. So yeah, Burkeen up there, followed by Craig Leek, Connor Lynch, Tyler Lewis. I do not see Tyler Lewis's skins, fortunately, since he asked about them. Oda Mora, Sean Klein, Brock Poppy, David Wright, side off, first one to come through of the title contenders. Josh Williams, I guess Craig Leek is still in this, but quite far away. So where is Dade Honeywell? Currently 26th. That is not where Dade Honeywell wants to be.
Not to mention, Mr. Fjellberg there was riding pretty damn good at the front of the pack there. Had a nice lead when the, shall we say, red flag came out. And now he's back to 22nd, trying to make a pass for 21st.
Yeah, that was
tough break.
It was quite unfortunate for Fjellberg. I mean, he had such a good race going, and nope. I mean,
that's a good way to put it. Nope.
So let's see when people come over for the first time. That's Burkeen. As I can't tell which rider is going over, that's a bad idea. Conor Lynch, second place, followed by Craig Leek.
Howard Lewis behind him in fourth, and Sean Klein in fifth. Edward Mora in sixth. Sidehoff now up to seventh. So yeah, not too bad. He's made up a few spots in the last half a lap or so, and still well ahead of his competitor for the championship.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Dade Honeywell, as I think Dade was a bit better up.
Yeah.
Last DDoS, pre-DDoS thing.
Red flag. We're gonna go red flag. By the way, Victor Nycott, who I tend to get the EMC guys a little bit confused from time to time. He was in the Conti, correct?
There was Clement Lana being in the car.
There we go. I get them all confused.
Oh.
Bikes look the same. It's confusing, man.
Oh, side of getting into the back of Sean Klein. That's
Also Burkeen going down out front too, dropping back
true.
to third.
So let's see if Birkin here can get some front flips going on while passing people. After setting the bar so high with the front flips straight out of the gate, I really hope for more front flips.
Really great battle up in the top 3 right now.
Oh, that was Conor Lynch just diving to find some dirt
That
on the
pass
ground.
by Burkeen, though, very aggressive yet solid on the inside.
Burkeen's fast, man. I mean, he's the defending champion for a reason. Sitting down everywhere and going fast.
What you're telling me is we all need to sit down more.
Yeah, I mean, Burkeen's doing it fast, I guess. We should
Absolutely.
could all do it
He has
fast.
a unique style. He is very good at it, though. There's no doubt about that. Leak not letting him go too much, though. Hanging with him.
I mean, Leake's looking fast here, and I wonder which side of... Yes, side of currently battling here with Finn Collins and Sean Klein. I would though be scared of Finn Collins as I watched him earlier.
Burkeen over the bars out front. Don't mean to cut you off. Down into possibly third.
Possibly more than so as well, as two
Actually,
Verb
more
Mode
at
guys
7.
passes him. But as I would say, to get back to Finn Collins, when he raced Loretta Lynn's earlier this evening, he had 1,000 in ping, so not a guy you want to be too close to. At least not me.
And just for a brief update, Honeywell, 30th place.
30th? Oh.
30th place. Yeah.
It's almost a wish for one more red flag so we could have a fair battle between these two. Because I would like to remember them being relatively close in the first moto.
I don't remember him being in 30th. I will at least say that. I don't know what the gap was, but I don't remember the 3-0 in the equation there. But
And I gotta say, side of throwing some disco style on his gear, as it's glitching all over his back, so I don't know if that's a disco ball or if that's just my computer not able to handle his swag. It could go either way here. But up front we do have Craig Leak from Verb Moto leading the way here. Followed by Conor Lynch for an unknown team. I don't really know what happened to Lynch here. He was running for versus PC and all of a sudden he stopped racing.
he's still running their gear. I believe he's still affiliated with the BPC guys.
I mean, looks like that from the bike, really. So we're going to assume that. I guess that's fair. Finn Collins third and Edward Mora fourth.
Connor down.
Sean Klein's side off. So side off now down to 6th place. The side off obviously going down somewhere. That was Conor Lynch, I believe.
Yeah.
Stuck at the top of Henry Hill.
Took a quick trip to Indonesia.
Alright guys, good luck on your stream tonight. Glad everything ironed out. I gotta run do some other stuff, but I might stomp back in later. Good luck, have fun.
Absolutely. Feel
Thanks
free.
for
Good talking
tuning
to you.
in. See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, so while things have sort of sorted themselves out, I really hope at least. Oh, let's not move from the battle here. As I said, more than one thing at once, that is enough. And even one thing at once is too much for me as well, so... Watching TV is like the sweet spot. I just can lay in the couch and not do anything and still... But yeah, so this is round 11, Bud's Creek of the 2016 Ride365.com Nationals, powered by versus-pc.com. So thanks for these guys for throwing this series together and sponsoring. It's really awesome to have a series here. To be able to race, be able to watch, and to be able to be commentating stuff on too as well. So great thing here for the community.
Yeah, for sure.
And side of around the outside of film called Mora. My bad. Oh, Mora goes back around. His side of just messes up.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot to make moves. You got to be pretty precise down in that off camber there.
Very, and especially those insides, especially the very inside, it's just so small. It's hard to know what to make of it.
In that wide outside turn before the uphill triple, which some 450s are quadding there, it almost looked like Sidehop was attached to Edward Mora. He was so close to him.
Yeah.
That's scary. That takes some skill there.
Almost coming together as well,
wow.
cross-street jumping. And I hear that we might have Names. Did Honeywell back in the 20th. Heckman lied to me because Honeywell's obviously not top 20 as he's 24th. But I could also have been a crash here. So Honeywell getting a few spots back after crashing up to 21st.
You have a change for the lead here. Ben Collins up into first. Craig Leake appeared to have got stuck. Well, not stuck. He appeared to have wrecked into the giant. Oh, well, as I'm saying that, there's another wreck. So the Bird Moto guys just wrecking all over each other, and now we've got a four-way battle for first.
But at the same time, we do have Chase. Chase.
Oh my goodness.
Dade Honeywell
weasels his way up into second now. Oh, what a good move.
So Craig Leake back. Oh, somebody going down. Oh, Sean Klein just launching himself into the berm. Not what he wants to do, and that is. Was that Cohenauer? Jeremy Cohenauer almost getting into the back of him. So Sean Klein, after being punted, finally back up here. So let's see, we have Craig Leake in the lead, Jared Side of second place, and he might get past here by getting
the top 5 within 1 second.
So Side of down, he's actually going to lose a bunch of positions. That would be Moore, I believe, Cohenauer, Linz. So this is actually giving Dade Honeywell a fair chance to make up a lot of ground to Side off, even though it's probably ways to go before Dade is even remotely close.
Greg Leake kind of slides out in the lead there after Henry Hill. Edward Mora trying to make up some ground. Linz, I mean, this top grouping is, well, the top 3 are especially close, and behind them it's not much of a drop off. And given the how we say inaccuracies of some of the top guys in the last lap or so,
yeah,
it's pretty damn tight.
I mean, this is shaping up for a great race. I mean, a lot of action, a lot of crashes, nobody knows what's to make of this really. Think fast play Storking, you should commentate AMS next year. I would like to do that, but just as being a douche, I would.
But he sandbags in AMS, so he can't commentate AMS.
Oh, you wish. But I
just want you out of the class, so I have a shot.
You're racing 450, I'm racing 250. But
by the way, Linz is all over Mora right now.
But this is 4 AM for me, so I think I would have to almost be paid as much as if it would be a regular job, as this is way too late to just be up commentate regularly, especially since I'm looking to try and get a job as well. But as you said, Linz is just actually making a pass of Mora, sliding out and getting punted.
That was like a very gentle punt. No, it wasn't really a punt. It was just the angle. It was very nice, very kind.
I might be commentating next week, depending on how this goes and what deal I make up with Jeremy Hinders. But I'm quite likely to be here next week as well. It's all about the money. It's not all about the money. It's just that I don't want to spend all my nights just being awake, especially if I actually have a job.
quick update here. Leak 7.7 up on Connor Lenz, who is getting quickly. Well, Collins is hanging in there with him. Mora 2.7, basically 3 seconds back of Ben Collins at this point, and Coldenhauer sticking in there. I mean, this is not a lot of runaways, in the top 5-ish that we might have seen it at previous rounds. This is turning out to seemingly be a really good track for racing.
Now we have Sideoff 6th, Birkin 7th, Holiak 8th, and Tyler Lewis 9th, Jake Rose 10th. And Rose being on motor chasing. I thought I had those skins downloaded. And by the logic that only fast ones stays awake in the chat, I should be very fast by tomorrow night, as I'm not going to be able to get any sleep tonight. But Conor Linz down, so that allowed Finn Collins to pass for second. Romora third, Jimmy Kona with fifth, and where is
That's what I'm trying to find. Oh, there's Dave.
Honeywell?
He's in 15th.
So putting in a 157.9.
He's got 2 right in front of him too, and he's clearly quicker, obviously, than these guys. So taking a different line as well to make a couple passes, perhaps.
Looks like Honeywell's just playing it safe at the moment, not wanting to collide with these guys.
Yeah, you know, we could use all the classic motocross cliches about you win them on your bad days and yada yada, but we'll spare the audience. But clearly, in 30th, you know, a lap or two in here, it wasn't great for his standards. So making the most of what he's got now he's got another moto to go tonight, not to mention next week. So it's far from over here. It might not be a bad idea just to make sure that he's staying upright, staying consistent, you know, getting as many points as he can.
And with the pace of these guys, I mean, if you're on the top of the pro class here, even if you're going slow and safe, you might still be 2 seconds faster than half of the field. So just from staying safe, you can probably make up a lot of ground to a lot of guys here. I am living and born in Sweden here, and it's currently 4 a.m. And to give you some reference, Justin, what's the time at your place?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, so just a bit different there.
6 plus Eastern Standard Time.
Something like that. So, oh, Honeywell up to 11th place, so Honeywell really putting on a charge here. Let's go through the pack and find Side-Off, see where he resides. So Side-Off making grounds.
Oh, Lenz went down and sorry to cut you off there. Lenz went down in second there. Or sorry. Yeah, second. And Spin takes over that place. Tell you what, whoever is paying the Verb Moto team, they need a raise.
Vermoda's doing a great job.
It's a bit like the Pro Circuit 250 squad last week in the real life race, Unadilla. You know, all 3 bikes up on all 3 starts.
Yeah,
easily recognizable. Good for them.
That was amazing to see.
Yeah.
Oh, Side-Off making a mistake, just sliding out. Not going to lose too much ground though. Burkeen just behind him.
Ooh, Burkeen with a little mistake there.
I thought it looked like he got rear end high. That was 43, I believe, of Mora down before Henry Hill. Conor Holiak's going to be passing. I think Shiger's left. He hasn't been in chat at least. So Craig Leake trying to shake out here in front of Conor Lynch in second place. Jared Side-Off now to third place, and that is a disaster for the other title contender of Dade Honeywell. And let's see here, the points gap currently between Side-Off and Craig Leake is 70 points, meaning that if Side-Off would win this and Leake would finish 4th or worse, Leake would been mathematically out of contention for the title. So still he has a shot, but I would more or less take Side-Off to not finish another moto.
Yeah, he would need some serious mechanical errors.
Or ddosing. But I guess that could be the equivalent of mechanical errors as well.
Apparently you never know.
True. Dade Honeywell still going strong in 11.
4 Verb Moto guys in the top 8. My goodness, that's awesome for that crew there.
But bad news for Honeywell is that Side-Off last lap around just putting his fastest lap, and that is faster than
wow, yeah, 155.8. Not too shabby. He is closing in on Lenz then. Connor not necessarily known as the guy who's just consistent lap time. He's for sure consistent, but he is one of the quickest guys in the game without doubt.
Yep. Definitely. So let's try and do a lap for the pack here, starting with Craig Leak. Since I'm not really used to the RF scene, I'm going to try and do my best here. I guess Justin here could help me out who's coming through. I guess this would be Conrad Lins in second place, sliding nicely. This is a Vermont rider of Finn Collins.
Yep.
Side of Burkeen, Jeremy Cohenauer, nope.
That's Holyak.
Holyak.
Yep.
And
then Mora.
Of Mora.
Yep.
Jake Rose.
And then good old Jake Rose.
108. And here's
That would
Honeywell.
be Devin Ryan.
Number 10 of Seabolt, I believe. So actually quite a bit of gap here. I guess we could do a 360 with the cam. Nope, I don't think we have time. Oh, sound tricked me. Number 34, if that's Tyler Lewis perhaps, 96. Sean Klein, I could see. 318 something.
318 would be Jesse Calloway.
Thanks, Heckman. More rise. Could that be Derek Ford, perhaps? But that
Yeah,
could
784.
be Alex Carlo following him.
Yep.
I'm doing
You're good at this game, huh?
Picking out fast. Then it's Fjellberg, so Fjellberg is Rip Fjellberg, I guess.
Oh, man. Listen, to Dennis's temperament, he's sticking with this, right? Wouldn't you have expected him to get a little bit,
Yeah, Taylor Bell.
perhaps agitated?
And I wonder if 43.
43 would be Will Whiteley.
So I think that was quite a full lap, or more or less a full lap at least, almost. So side off update here, 7th place, dropped down quite a bit, and I think Honeywell 9th. And if we look at the distance, that's about one crash away. So I would say that side off has actually dropped the anchor. Just decided to take a buffy straight to the anchor shop and drop it right as it were. As Honeywell's been closing up so much, and I mean, it seems like Sidorf has had every opportunity here. I mean, it seems like Sidorf had every opportunity to just try and pull away and catch Craig Leak, but it seemed like that's not been the case here. So Honeywell definitely able to make up some ground there.
Yeah, and Burkeen just moved into third as well. Lynn's had a bit of trouble at the top before the triple step down.
Battle here between Jeremy Cohenauer and Conor Holyak.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Connor seems to be a bit quicker in trying to find his spot, which it looks like he's done.
Yeah. And the Holyak in chat earlier told me that people expected him to do something stupid at Bud's Creek, so we were going to save that for last round or for next round. So Holyak, for some reason, trying to be smart here, as people apparently doesn't expect him to do that. Not really sure. I have not had too much experience with Holyak, as I haven't seen him racing.
I imagine there must have been something to happen in prior years that I'm not privy to either. But
yeah, he said something about bans and stuff to get away from the game. Who's doing the broadcast tonight? It's me, Kristoffer, Chris, Wallamped on the forum, but I guess Storken would be what people know me by, and I do have Jesse Smedley with me to help me out here. And I usually stream the EMF stuff here. What?
Sorry to cut you off there. I was just say Burkeen must have had a little bit of a hiccup then. He's see here, he's moved back to third. Lenz is back up into second then, and Ben trailing closely. This top four is pretty well outside of 1 and 2. I guess say 2. So well, Burkeen goes down again as I'm speaking. It's the commentator's curse. I was hoping that would stay over in your stream, but apparently it's transferred over to here.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised
apologies
by that.
to all racers.
Matt Aggett wants some stream time to Jake Rose, and I told Jake earlier no backflips, no stream time, and so far I haven't seen a single backflip from him, so that's totally on him if he doesn't get any stream time. That was the deal, he was totally okay with that, I think, so... Conrad leads down again, so Sadov just getting free positions here, as Lynn's just dropping the anchor as well with Sadov. Someone nice enough to go off the track. I do wish he comes back here so I can call him out for being nice. No idea if that's going to happen. So Lynn's actually back around Sadov. I must have missed that, and that is Burkeen behind those guys as well.
Wow.
So Lynn's versus
Some
Sadov.
dualies on my screen for a second there.
Honeywell
Great
into
battle.
10th apparently. Hickman keeping me updated. Oh, Lynn's just yard sailing.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to put his crotch into a SpongeBob. Successfully doing so as well. So Sadov again with a free position here. So Sadov again, all the...
You know, I was talking earlier about Honeywell making the most of bad race and what have you while being consistent, but Sidehoff has had a few slip-ups. But for the most part, I mean, we've been sitting here talking about him getting given positions, so yeah, you're going to wreck a few times. Most mortals will in this game in a race of this caliber, but he's still been pretty damn consistent.
Yes, yeah, that's true. And I guess we should do a top 10 rundown, this time brought to you by Tiger Designs. Hope that's correct. Colin told me to pick a sponsor and go with it, so I'm choosing Tiger Designs for this one. Craig Leake in the lead, and I mean, Craig Leake's just been amazing this round, or so far. Just pulling away, not falling for any pressure, and not doing too many stupid things, as he's been leading more or less the whole way. Conrad Holiak doing actually quite a bit of work, not having the best of starts, but doing the most of what he's given, and so
Great
far,
race for him.
yeah, doing great. Side off, up and down, but he seems to be able to actually do something about it now, up to third, so could potentially get a quite extensive points lead at the end of this moto. Matt Burkeen, the defending champion, currently in fourth. Hunted down by Finn Collins in 5th. Jeremy Cohenauer, 6th place, doing a great job as well, being around top 10 most of this race. Connor Lanes fading back just a tad, I would say it's in 7th, just gonna check. Nice whip from Connor Lanes. Burkeen 7th, crashing. Jake Rose 8th, so Jake Rose turned pro
No
just this year.
backflips yet, still stream time.
Yeah, still stream
Disappointing
times.
from Jake
That's
Rose.
lucky for him being inside the top 10 there. Did Honeywell actually up to 9th now, so Honeywell making up yet another spot from last time we checked in on it. And Russ Chapman, I believe, got passed, so the 10th spot goes to Edward Mora. So let's get back to the front here and see. Craig Leake still pulling strong. Sideoff now actually up to 2nd place, so Sideoff actually finding the flow here, I would say. See if it's
Finn Collins down, and Holiak as well, and that will allow Cohenauer to try to. Oh,
Lynn's going
Aggressive.
straight in the comments, and Burkeen gets a free spot. So two British guys going at it, Jake Rose and Conor Lyns.
former teammates.
Thanks, Heckman, but I have Justin here and might get checkers as well, so I think I'm good here. At least I'm not alone as I've been it, that's so tedious. So Craig Leake currently 25-26 seconds lead over Jared Sideoff. Conor Holiak in 3rd, quite a bit back. Jeremy
Great,
Cohen battling
yeah,
up
great,
with
great
Berkeen.
battle between those two.
So Matt Berkeen riding for Tiger Designs and Jeremy Cohen now riding for TM Factory Racing.
Burkeen taking a different line there before Henry Hill and just absolutely launching it.
Yeah, Berkeen.
Saw a few guys in qualifying taking that smoother outside versus trying to do the I don't know if you call it a double, but jumping halfway up Henry Hill or so, and made it work for him.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been too much on the servers, but so that line was new, but it was damn fast. Sorry, Heckman, I am. That's not a form. People probably know this. I usually think I read something right, and then I completely got it wrong. Yeah, that was Jeremy Hinders is actually not here this week, so I'm handling this stream all by myself. So, yep. So
You all
sorry
are stuck with us. Sorry, guys.
So the Super Christian. Sorry, Storken is good and all, but Jeremy is just Bay. So I'm basically something that Jeremy Hinders would buy, I guess.
Burkeen dealing with a little bit of lapper trouble, but he squeaked through there.
Oh, Craig is actually down
yeah.
here. So that is actually not going to be
more lapper trouble.
And if we look at the gap here, that's not going to be too much. Leak's just turning there and Sidov coming down the hill. So 2 crashes from Leak's side. It's going to allow
7.5. 8.5. It's less than 10, we'll say that.
So
it's a heck of a lot less than 24.
That's a lot less. So Leak better stay on the wheels now for the rest of the race, or Sidov will probably clinch the win here.
This top, we just set a gap between 1 and 2, but 9 through almost, all the way up to 2 really is pretty much, they're all trailing, following the leader, essentially. Similar section and not much time. There's 9 between 3 and 2, but back from that as Burkeen actually just goes down.
And top 9 of riders is within 30 seconds of each other, and I gotta say that's not often you see that.
Yeah.
Most of the time you have a few guys up front just walking away with it, but so potentially you could actually see someone coming from 9th to potentially winning this one. It's a long trip, but it's not impossible.
Anyone within 10 seconds of the person in front of them is 1 legs off wreck away from getting past.
Exactly. But there's only 2 laps to go here, so it's a long shot, but it could potentially happen. So Jared Sidov, 2nd place, it's looking good. Pulling back the anchor, not any need to drop it anymore.
Yeah, he's got it to 5 seconds.
Holiak 3rd. Hanwell's actually up to 4th now.
Yeah.
So
impressive.
Cohenauer, Lins, Collins, Burkeen, all of these guys having problems, and Rush Chapman gonna round Jake Rose as well. So big change up here in the last few laps just. Somebody saying Dennis Fjellberg into the top 20. I'm sure Dennis is not too happy about that, as he had a lead, probably about a 20-second lead when the DDoS happened.
Yeah, he's in 18th right now. By the way, you have a new leader.
Yeah, I was just noticing that Sidov actually up to the lead. Still with the disco swag on his back, looking good.
Craig Leak has to be just gutted. Oh.
I don't think anyone's going to stop Sidov as it is now. I just think Sidov has this locked up. Craig Leak had a good run at it, but
yeah. It's tough. Sidehop, as he's got the lead in the championship for a reason, but I would imagine and I've never been in this division, being up 24 seconds in a given moto, you would like to think you can hang on. So has to be frustrating, but he's still holding on to 2nd, and he's only 2.8 back, and you never know.
Yeah, just the slide outs.
And
Craig
speaking
Leak
of the
is gonna
devil,
have the position.
Sidehop goes down.
So that actually gives the lead back to Leak there. Connor Holiak just being a few seconds short of Sidov at the moment.
Right. commentator curse. Apologies to the Sidehoff family.
So Sidehoff definitely shortening here last lap. Did Honeywell 4th?
Yeah.
I would say around just short of 20 seconds behind Sidehoff, so Sidehoff would have to do something big to lose his position.
Honeywell was 13 back of third, and Lynn's behind Honeywell is essentially 13 back of him too. So the top three have kind of stretched it a bit, and they are all within 5 seconds of each other. Well, of the person in front of them rather. So it's not over yet. That's for sure.
If we should analyze this a bit, are you more impressed by Sidehoff or Honeywell from this race, as neither of them had a really good start?
Honestly, I when I zoomed back and saw Honeywell in 30th, you know, we already talked in the Consi about having a bit of respect for people that stick it out and just keep going.
Yep.
Being in 30th and knowing how fast he is, I'm not impressed because it's, you know, it's something he wouldn't have done normally, but a really great ride for him.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
Oh, goodness gracious. There we go again. Everyone's invisible for me. So that's fun.
Oh, name demo. So, okay, let's name the demo here. So if this would finish, we would have Craig Lake, Jared Sidehoff, Conor Holek, Dade Honeywell, Conor Lanes, Jeremy Cohenauer, Jake Rose, Finn Collins, Steven Ryan, Russ Chapman, Jeremy Siebold, Matt Burkeen, Sean Klein, Edward Mora, Tyler Lewis, Derek Thorpe, Alex Carl, Dennis Fjellberg up to 18 from lap 18, Jesse Callaway, Clint Martin, Chase Blakely, Jeff Cooper, Dylan Copeland, Josh Williams, Taylor Bell, David Wright, Josh Batts, Chase Donovan, Sua Cross, Will Whitley, Jack Fowler, Gleb Volkov, Cody Brownson, Ryan Turner, Brock Poppy, Justin Harper, Colton Mitchell, Jordan Moxie, Victor Nycott, Clement Lana, and me.
So you've gotten pretty good at those different nationalities and names.
Yeah. So I don't really know what to do if the server is actually offline. I mean, for once, I'm quite certain that it wasn't just me timing out.
No, it's definitely not you. I'm sitting here and looking at a ping of 0 with an offset of negative 30,000. So
I have 25,000, so I'm actually going to disconnect from the server, and I can't even disconnect, so that's going to be even more interesting.
I'm trying.
What's surprising me is that it came like one kick here, just one kick, and it was all out.
I was gonna say. No, I'm not certain that they've held races on this server before. I know that when JLV mentioned the possibility of doing this, that he linked some old thread, I think from when multiplayer first kicked into effect for the game.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
It's slowly sending back bike acknowledgement.
Yeah, same for me.
A bunch of information came up there. So sucks that this happened, but we could take our time to thank the series sponsors at the meantime.
For sure.
I mean, it sucks that this happens, but we still have a few sponsors that sticks with us. Ride365.com, versus-pc.com, Tag Designs, Meta, Verb Motor, Race Tech Suspension, Mod Option Clothing, Two Wheeler Graphics, SysTV, Motor Go-Go, and MX Simulator. So yeah.
Be honest, you know, Chris just read off sponsors. When I first started playing the game, I thought that people just threw in names of things and say, "Oh, this is my sponsor." These are legitimate sponsors that support the game and the sport. And if you're watching this, chances are that you enjoy playing the game. So support these guys. They're good to us. We can be good to them. You know, it's mutually beneficial is a good way to go.
Exactly.
So definitely appreciate them.
Yeah, I mean, people just like versus PC, for example, during Supercross, just stepped in and did this free Triple Crown, I think it was called, and actually giving away some significant prizes. I mean, these other guys are giving away prizes as well, for example. So, really appreciating that people actually takes the time and their company and stuff to actually dedicate to, I would say, a minor game like this. I mean, if a company does something to CS:GO, that's not very surprising, as CS:GO is such a major game. But yeah.
Yeah, so the only other thing I would say about this is if you're listening and thinking about buying something that falls within any of these companies, and you're thinking, well, okay, great, they're sponsors, but how can I take advantage of my involvement in Sim? Reach out to them, reach out to someone in RF and say, hey, maybe, you know, I'm looking to buy such and such from this company that sponsors. Are there any deals on the table?
Yeah.
Guarantee that the guys will be willing to help. That's why they're sponsoring. So
Exactly.
again, at least I and I know that all of us are very appreciative of their involvement, and yeah, definitely utilize the people that are on your side.
Yeah, I mean, show some support. It's always good. I mean, the boring thing for me here is that I live in Sweden, in Europe, and it might not be the easiest thing to just get stuff always shipped from the US. I mean, just the
I
shipping.
hear it's about $60. That's the last I heard.
It depends on if you just a random thing.
Rumor has it a #1 plate costs $60.
That could very well be so, and I believe that's something with the shipping method. But I've been big into Rubik's Cubes, competing and stuff, and...
Are we going to go down this path?
Yeah, we are.
Are we going to go down the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, we are. Rubik's Cubes are coming up. But if I wanted the sort of shipping, like regular DHL or something, shipping were usually around $14 for a Rubik's Cube or two. While you could get more or less the same stuff from China for usually a little bit cheaper from their wholesale sites. You would have free shipping, but their shipping would be around 2 to 8 weeks instead of 3 to 5 days. So I mean, everything's relative, but just in general, and with warranties and stuff, I mean, it's way easier for me to contact a Swedish store, hey, about this, than contact a store abroad. But otherwise, I would definitely try as much as I could to support the companies that support Sim. But for me, it's really hard. But I definitely know for places to look if I need inspiration or just need some new stuff. So I have absolutely no idea what to do of this.
Well, what you're doing is getting some really good practice time for whenever you develop the ability to slow down the rest of the world and just pretend like you're fast motion. Oh, I've loaded back in now.
You can actually do this in single player. You can, when you look FPS, you can lock your FPS to just something ridiculous like, let's say, 1000 FPS, and your computer will obviously not be able to.
Don't give away all the secrets now. Come on.
I mean, this is only for offline. So, but you can lock your FPS dash lock space 1000. I believe that would be in the target line, and you can lock your FPS to 1000, and that will make it go slow-mo. Or you can just simply go and pause the game in single player, and then I have my step key on the spacebar, so I could just hit or press down spacebar and then ride as usual. And yeah, basically that's the same thing, except you can just remove your hands from the spacebar anytime you wish and pause the game, I guess, instead of only having to go slow-mo.
Just reaching out to one of the RF guys here and asking if there's any updates or any other information to kind of pass them along so we can let everyone know.
Yeah. Sounds good. So I don't really know what to do here.
We can keep talking about things that aren't relevant to the game. I think people would enjoy that.
That's probably a good idea.
Oh goodness. It was a bit odd how the server kicked out this time versus the kind of floaty
And
slow-mo. But I would imagine, you know, having been 34 however many minutes into that race, that those results will count. I
yeah,
don't know. Don't take that as fact, but I imagine that they would.
I don't think it's going to be a rerun, and I mean it was only half a lap to go for the leaders. I can't imagine anything else, and then they will just keep the results as they were. Okay, so someone's typing to me on TeamSpeak.
Doesn't that make you feel special when you see someone typing icon?
Yay, someone. I was actually thank you for streaming, so that was... Thanks, man. I appreciate that you appreciate the stream. So, more Rubik's Cube, someone says. What do you want to know about Rubik's Cubes?
Don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't go down... With G. Monet, nice, well played. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
How come?
I'm just giving you a hard time. I know that you did you did somewhat competitively, right? You remember that one time you told me you were going to do a competition, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I have competed.
Which I didn't know existed, but more power to you, because those, I mean, not
there's...
plugging in a controller and moving joystick.
I think the World Championships, I believe was 2014, was hosted in US actually, so there are definitely some big competitions, and I mean, you can do that on any level you want. Personally, I always enjoyed it from my sort of learning it, but I was never really the best at realizing what I needed to improve. So I'm still very, very slow for doing this for 6 years. I mean, people doing this for 3 months are better than me. So I'm obviously not very, very good, but I'm still decent, I guess.
So Chris, if you will excuse me for about a minute here, and I'll hop over in another channel and see if I can get some info. I will be back in just a second here.
Yep, I can just finish my lap
Keep
here.
on the Rubik's Cube talk. The fans love it.
I doubt the
right
fans love Rubik's Cube, but I can guess. So basically, let's see, competitions. There are all sorts of competitions, and there's a site/organization called worldcubeassociation.org that are sort of the international handler for Rubik's Cubes, where you can register your competitions and stuff and get all the information you need. Usually most countries have some competition, or like someone is relatively close to you. Here in Sweden we usually have 4, 5, 6 per year, and you sign up for the events such as 2x2, 3x3, the regular Rubik's Cube, blindfolded, one-handed, feet, 4x4 through 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, other cubes such as Pyraminx, Megaminx, Square One, and bunch of variations. And you get there, tell them you're there, and then they pay if there's a sign-up fee, which is usually are, and then you get called to do results and stuff. I mean, it's a fun thing to do, and I'm obviously just trying to get the time going, as we have no idea what's happening so far. If I have any world records, I probably have world records in being the worst cuber out of how long I've cubed and the amount I've spent of time. He's not Asian. I'm actually the guy for a number of years that used to be the guy beating everyone and everything was Australian. So there's a lot of good Asians, but I would say that the majority of the top people are actually not Asians. But again, I've been out of it for 2 years or something, but there's a number of different people from all over the world doing good stuff. Oh. Getting some message here. So I'm sort of just waiting to see what's happening. I don't know. And what I'm surprised by on the server at the moment is that it is actually constantly going the same speed, more or less. It seems like my offset is trying to catch back to 0, but I don't know. It's constantly decreasing. But again, what surprises me here is that it's constantly slow. Like if, I don't know, JLV would deliberately have slowed down the server rate or something, or the CPU usage for the server. Again, I'm not an expert in this, I just speculate for what's making sense to me. But yeah, the server is constantly slow at the moment. It seems like the offset is decreasing rapidly. So this is going to be really interesting to see what happens here. And I'm trying to do first person writing. I'm a third person goon, so don't hate on me for not knowing what I do. So the offset is getting closer to 0, which means it's going to get even harder for me to get something done in first person. TeamSpeak once again here. So we have or should have been streaming for roughly 1.5 hours at the moment, and we have so far to finish the first race. So the server seems to be okay. Quite a bit uncertain what's going to happen now, as the server seems to be fixed, but at the same time it was fixed as well, and then it just got screwed over with not much to go.
User disconnected from your channel.
So there's Medley that goes.
User joined your channel.
Giving you talking power. So.
Oh, you gotta hate when you click the wrong button.
Yay.
So, as far as I can tell, still up in the air. I mean, obviously the server is running a bit quicker now, but yeah, no official word from the couple RF guys I was chatting with, hopefully we can get it going, but we're obviously running quite late now, so.
Yeah, I mean, we're over 1.5 hours in and we've gotten so far a consi and 97% of a race. I mean, to me the server was okay all the way until half a lap left. So I would assume that Moto 1 is going to be kept as it is, unless there was some...
Yeah, agreed.
Unless there was some issue that I am unaware about. So that leaves us with 3 motos to go.
Well, I might have good news. Yeah. So, if you were to happen to connect to Elsinore server 19819, Widowmaker's up and running. So
Yeah.
at least they have maintained the sanctity of Widowmaker. They haven't messed with that.
I mean, that was Puma's... Hey! Side of is actually racing. What the... Okay, so I'm gonna follow side off here and see what's happened. Oh,
I'm loading into O2 right now just for fun to see what's happening as well.
so I'm gonna see if side off can actually try and win this thing, and I'm almost catching him here. I should definitely sign up and race this. I do have my A license, which I totally do not deserve, but I guess Shakers was nice enough to sort of give me that one, as I requested it. Oh, come on, side off. Someone says Dade's back up and running. But the scoring is all wrong.
Yeah, it's just like living in some sort of parallel dimension when you have no sense of time.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. I wonder if the demo saved the first one I tried. I have no
I mean, hell,
clue.
there's still 60, some 70 people in the dump server.
Yeah.
Loading back in there now. Hope I can actually load in, but...
So Rush Chapman saying he won. He didn't want to win on my screen.
No, he's already got his win, I believe. So definitely not on our screens. Perhaps next week, but got one more than I do. So who am I to talk?
Okay, so restart. I believe that's Michael Wheeler on the line.
Oh yeah, it's a good time for the game to freeze. Try that again.
So let's see what's happening. Crave leak restarted 96. I wonder if the server is actually dying again here, since it doesn't restart. I would like to know how you could prevent this from happening. I guess just changing something wouldn't really work, since it's just ddosing still.
Yeah, I know there's some form, again above my head, but some form of servers that have DDoS protection elements to them, but clearly those servers are not Elsinore servers. So,
but I mean, again, we don't know. He could be hitting the servers with 2 million zombie computers, which I doubt is the case, but I mean, could happen. And for some reason the server won't restart. That's peculiar.
what is the alternate server name that you're on?
the dump .mx simulator.
.com 19 AOL.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mxsim.com
that's
19. Gmonai 147. Don't you need an IPD DDoS? That depends on both yes and no. If you're going to, let's say, if you're going to DDoS me, for example, you will need my IP address, as that's the one you would have to DDoS. But if you were to say DDoS Google, you would just simply DDoS google.com, and then it would find the IP. It will find the IP automatically, as it does a so-called DNS lookup. Basically, it's sort of a big catalog of the internet, just seeing which IP a specific domain have. So DDoSing a website would work without an IP. Yes, the IP gets there automatically. It's sort of IPs like a home address, sort of like a person lives in a company, and if you were to visit them, you would get their address automatically. To put in some other terms, but I guess that's a reasonable explanation.
So here's what we can do in the meantime, Chris. I'll throw up a track I think most people probably have on my server, and if anyone wants to join in, we can mess around for a bit until we figure out what's going on. I'll ask.
Do we have someone just to tell us if?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll ask the guys to send me a message.
Yeah,
on TeamSpeak,
I mean,
I guess that's the only way to do it, really.
Oh, close to be baffling. So I have dropped 208 frames of 1 hour and 43 minutes of streaming, and I'm on a 4G connection, so I'm going to give that A+ or something. Probably I should have said
I'm gonna hop over and ask them to give us a heads up when it starts, so I'll be right back.
Yep. Probably should have said I'm probably going to time out or something, just as I speak. But I seriously hope I don't. I got some messages on Facebook. I could as well check, I guess. Yeah, we're going to try and see if we can get some server going or something. Forfeit had a okay, so regular O2 server, probably some JLV. So wheels.
Insufficient
Okay.
permissions.
Yeah, did you see, or you didn't get my proc?
As I was switching, I heard something, but I'll let you tell me.
Yeah, basically, in the dump we got the 450 writer switched to elsinore.mxsimulator.com:19802. So I'm currently on a regular 802 server, and we're gonna see what's happened here, I guess.
Okay. That wasn't what I thought I had heard as I was exiting another channel, so hopefully that is what's happening.
Yep. So I would guess that we're probably very far behind on the stream. How many people are even watching this? Twitch.tv. I mean, if anyone's watching this, it's amazing.
Yeah. Seriously, I don't know how you could put up with.
We have 33 people.
Oh my goodness.
Is this serious?
They really like you, Chris. What can I say? Every time I leave, you probably get a couple more.
Probably not, but I mean, it could happen. I was about to do. Oh shit! Dropping my controller.
Oh, don't break that.
What's happening?
Okay, hold on again 1 more second. Apologies.
Yeah,
I'll
no
be right
problem.
back.
I'm gonna see how much data I have left here on my router.
Alright, I lied. Still waiting.
Oh really?
I feel like we have a sound button here that can just play the Jeopardy music.
Oh, that's so sweet, Jeopardy music.
Yeah, except for, if you hear it, it's stuck in your head bad enough, and me just saying it is now stuck in my head. So
I was trying to get how it sounds, but I forgot a theme.
I'm not gonna hum it. You can look it up.
Yeah, I know. I have it like somewhere in a playlist, like 30 seconds of
Right,
Jeopardy thinking music.
Right.
That used to be a joke when I was in high school. Someone would just go and put that on, and everyone would just be so frustrated.
Okay, so I think it'd be better to stay and kind of wait this and see what happens, or do you want to hop into mine, which I'll post here in chat?
I want to see what
you wanna mess around
happens
for a bit?
because Wheels
Okay.
told 450 guys to get in here, so I
Oh,
assume
okay. Yeah, I didn't see that.
that was broadcasted on other servers. I assume that we're trying to collect those guys over here, and there my disconnection goes. So
Let me join back in real quick.
yep, that's probably disconnected again. So this is nevertheless interesting. There we got loading track.
Disconnected. Try that again.
Oh,
I mean,
Alcrest.
either the person or oh, we gotta love.
Oh yeah,
Alcrest.
Alcrest. We have Alcrest 450.
Yeah, that's the classic when the server hasn't rebooted yet. Default track.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a stock track hero. If you ask
ever
myself.
wanted to see Hunter Root ride a stock track, there you go.
I wish I wasn't ghosted so I could punt him. That'd be fun. Oh, change those tracks. Yes, as I want to show my skills here.
Was never good, will never be good at stock tracks, or really anything, but especially stock tracks.
I do like to stock tracks every now and then, since
There's a couple that are fun, don't get me wrong.
I mean,
Especially when it's a throwaway night, like if someone DDoSes the server and you sit around for a couple hours and the race doesn't happen. That's fun. Maybe throw everyone on a CR125. I've seen that happen before. But
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do like, I get the urges, or just for some reason sometimes I just feel like going to stock servers and then I go look up my best times of particular tracks and then try to improve my fastest lap times. So
more disciplined than I am. When it comes to that, at least. I just can't do that.
So, but I actually have a few top 20 times, I think. That's probably my only accomplishment.
We have got some people on the gate
I'm in
here,
the race.
actually.
I'm in the race. I'm gonna punt people. Oh yeah, jumping the 8. Oh, I got punted. Oh, just drag. So let's see. Oh, top town.
I mean, they couldn't let me in. They had to put me in warm up. What's up with that? Probably for the best, to be honest.
I mean, look at me. I'm just blazing right through this one. Just oh, some douche just took me down. Oh, that's messed up, yo. Oh, that's my regular opinion. Oh,
I think this is a good good first night for you, right? To stay up and stream with all this action on the track.
by the way, just 450 UID grab on restart. It said.
Oh, cool.
Can I make it to wheels before I get... Oh, the gate drops, of course. I'm just gonna go plug in my lineup shake. Oh, just gonna plug in my charger to my laptop. So big pile up, quite as expected.
So this would be the lineup check, warm up lap.
Yep.
There's at least one rider in the pack that will need to put an actual name on to meet the RF conventions.
And that is Hunter Root.
Yeah. And maybe he just loaded in a setup, perhaps, that had changed his name on. Who knows? But
I think that's swing.
assuming we're doing an actual race here in a minute.
Yeah, I think his name is something.
Oh, there we
with
go.
Checkers, as I saw them having an argument. Perhaps might be wrong to say, but
Yeah.
I think on a forum at least. Let's see. Who do we wanna watch here for the whole shot?
You can double route on the far inside gate there. That's an all or none situation. Let's see how it pans out.
And then where Jesse Mullen is just in front of him, and oh, Santos goes down, Mullins almost goes down. So Mullins with a whole shot here. This could potentially be very interesting to see.
Yeah, Hunter actually got through that first turn pretty decently. I mean, I was completely wrong on the all or none because he didn't get all of it, but he absolutely didn't get none, as he's up into 4th place now already. And he's even with 4th and 5th.
Yeah. And Heckman did not backflip the first jump, so he's not getting any stream time, that's for sure.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, rip Heckman. So Mullin's up in the lead here, Heckman second, then we have Tyler Crane followed by Hunter Root and August Sanders, Tyler Swangard, William St. Laurent, Robert Wilson, and guys going down. So this could plan out to be quite an interesting thing here. Small is on top. I guess I have my stats back. And the gap between Mullins and Root is only 3 points. So if Root, did I just say it correctly? The gap between Root and Mullins is 3 points, with Root being in second place. So if Root wins this, they are tied. While as if Mullins wins this, he'll actually extend his points lead. So this will definitely be interesting to see how this plans out.
Yeah, I mean that 3 point gap is obviously pretty much nothing at this point. But I remember, I think you were in the channel at the time a few weeks back.
Oh, Mullins just froze it.
Oh,
But doesn't go down. Luckily, Heckman almost lands him in. And Tyler Crane followed by Hunter Root and Root,
Crane down, and he takes Root with him, although the legs don't fall off, so that's always nice.
But also Root changed his name, luckily, so that's Root going down, shooting too hard with August Sanders.
So here's the thing that I'm thinking about now with some of these guys. We've all been sitting around waiting to know what's happening, a bit of frustration setting in.
Mm-hmm.
Does that come into play, you think? I mean, if it was me, I'd be fairly frustrated that whatever was happening and things weren't going as planned, and
I would
might
say,
be more willing to be upset quicker.
I would say that I don't think it's affecting them more than if someone just has a bad AC or something, like an air conditioning or something. It's
Root.
Red flag for Tyson. I don't know. It's a sticky situation. But either way, I don't think it matters too much to these guys. They are so experienced, at least the top ones, and perhaps their room has been heating up or something. But other than some sweat, I don't think it's much here. I think it's way worse in real life, where you actually have way more time to think, and you can get side up. And that's just me. I mean,
my guess is if they sit up this late,
I mean,
it's not too far past normal, I don't think, for these guys. So
exactly. I mean, it's way past bedtime for me either way, so that doesn't matter. But
hey, me too, and I'm quite behind you. So
yeah, no, but I think it's all good. Mullins up in lead, Heckman and Sanders just dropping the anchor in the turn there.
Yeah,
no reason at all. Robert Wilson, Cameron Frasaga, Matt Agan, and Tyler Crane. Reed Young, Hunter Roots, Hunter. Yeah, Tyson didn't make it. I think Tyson just didn't know what to do, and then it just didn't work out or something. But I think
I just want to say, really, really great first couple of laps for Matt. I was scrolling back through Matt Agan, that is, scrolling back through the first lap and a half in or so, and he was down near the end of the guys that are racing, so he's up in 5th now. That's really good on him.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's been progressing
super
so
consistent.
Much. Yeah, I mean, he was amateur in the beginning of the year, just more or less tearing up amps, but he's been so good lately. And just as a quick update, Root, that we're actually on board with, currently up to 6th place, working on Matt Agat, as you just talked about.
And while you're watching them, Mullins stretching just a bit. Impressed by Heckman kind of hanging in there. Well, and as I say that, commentator's curse drives through 2 hay bales, but he keeps it on 2 wheels. So it's out to 7 seconds essentially between 1 and 2.
I mean, Heckman's one of those riders as well. He's been racing Dead Meat series pretty much whenever that's been around, and won the amateur, I think, once or twice. So he's definitely fast, and really also stepped up from being good to very good and surprising a lot of the time. So Heckman doing a great job as well. Heckman, of course, having his YouTube channel and stuff. People seem to like his videos, doing a bit of reflex stuff as well. So yeah.
Brady Stanley closing in on the younger Agate brother.
I guess we have a battle here
wheel
for
essentially.
3rd? What? between Robert Wilson and August Sanders. Wilson
Oh,
with
yeah.
Kawasaki.
Absolutely. And Root not far behind.
Yeah, exactly. This is 450's Sack Attack or Sattack, I don't know. This is 450 Moto 1. We've been having some issues here, so we hope that we can finish this one without any ddosing.
And if not, we can always go back to Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah, I mean that's always a fun one, at least for people that like Rubik's Cubes.
Really good battle, 5-4-3 here.
Just going to go behind Root here to be able to see all three guys at once, just for a bit here to change things up. Always nice with some variety, I think. Also, again, I'd like to thank the series sponsors here. The series sponsors are Ride365.com, Versus-PC.com, Target Science, Meta, Vermoto, Racetech Suspension, Moto Option Clothing, Two-Wheeler Graphics, SysTV, Moto Goggle, and MX Simulator. Also, I just realized I should have split the stream between 450 and 250.
Well, it's not like you got a complete 250, so I think that you'll be forgiven for that.
Yeah, I don't even know what to make out of this, really. Since this isn't going to be uploaded in one
August
piece either
Sanders
way.
went down, by the way. So we've got Root up into third now.
And Mullins shaking away in first.
Yeah.
Hickman second, so...
Oh, there we go.
What?
Is that just me then? Good. I thought it was happening again. Everyone went invisible for a second there.
I believe I just saw a tiny bit of lag from Root. I might have been completely wrong though. I really hope I was. Brady Stanley
I
fourth,
hope I was too.
followed by Robert Wilson. That's the button I was looking for, just making sure it was 5th place. Jack Haley from Adapt Racing, one other guy that I saw at Loretta's this morning when I was trying out. I believe I won 450, finished both second in both 125 and 250 amateur. So, yeah, Australian, Lorellians, hosted by Logan Higney, and Jack Haley went down. But Jesse Moore is just pulling away. 12 seconds over Heckman, and Heckman has another 14 seconds over Root. Then Robert Wilson is being chased down by Brady Stanley and August Sanders.
The only thing I'm a bit disappointed, I was in a server with the guy that created the terrain for this week, Barrington. He mentioned he'd scored points, I think for the last couple of years at least, every year on this track. So don't see him in the lineup. I told him he had to keep the tradition going, but I guess he will be missing out on that one this year at least.
That's a sad one, especially if you're usually scoring points in one place. You want to keep doing that. Brady Stanley mixing up the lines here to try and get around Robert Wilson for 4th place.
Boy, it is really tight in that 10, 9, 8. Goodness, even down to 4th place. All of them are within about 3 seconds of each other, you know, first place to place.
Yeah, Luke Herberlein, for example, working on Tanner Rogers, St. Laurent, Emily Santos, and Gebhardt. So a lot of guys, as you said, very close together.
And Reed Young and Perzaka get tangled.
Missed that. I want to try and keep my eyes here on above a 4th as we have a freeway battle, almost 4-way, as Jack Haley makes his way to these guys. So currently Brady Stanley in 4th, trying to open up the gap over Robert Wilson or August Sanders. I don't know if I should be surprised, but I didn't know August Sanders was this fast. I honestly didn't know. I know he's been racing and been doing pro stuff. So it's always nice to see UID number 2 being this fast.
I mean, I think if you're UIDs too, you have to be that fast. I think it's in the contract.
Pretty much, yeah. So, August Sanders finally getting around Robert Wilson, unless I just completely screwed that one up. So let's update you here on what's happening. We have Jesse Mullins in lead with a 3-point gap to Hunter Root. And if they would finish like this, there would be a 5-point difference. I mean, Mullins had 8 points gap to Root, so Root would have to win the last 3 to be completely sure to win the title. And Root's closing in on Heckman here. Heckman's just a few seconds in front of Root.
Well, it doesn't hurt when you run a 154.6. That tends to help your chances. Is what Hunter's last lap was.
But that
Come
still
around, see
doesn't
what he
beat
did
Jesse
here.
Mullins that with a 153.
Yeah.
153.
Well, and then there goes Hunter with a 153.
And Heckman with a 159, so Hunter roughly 6 seconds faster per lap. That's crazy. Oh, Hunter's being DDoS potentially, or just bad internet connection.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
No, I mean, we kicked him from Daytona for being too laggy as he took someone down. I believe that was
Yeah.
Jonathan Olson, one of the guys that suffered from that.
And you know what is fast is Hunter's last 2 lap times, according to what I'm seeing here. Robert Wilson in 4th is only 2.5 seconds back. Can that possibly be right?
No.
Yeah, that
Robert
timing
Wilson's-
can't be right.
Oh, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right of battle for 5th place. We have Jack Haley, Brady Stanley, Josh Hamilton, Matt Agate, Luke Herberline, and Robert Wilson. Wilson currently on the ground eating dirt. I guess it's called dirt candy for a reason.
But
Isn't dirt candy doing graphics in real life?
yeah, Dirt Candy Graphics is a, I guess a company that they definitely have or sponsor a team in the AMA series.
Yeah, I would like to remember so. But Brady Stanley in the front of this pack at the moment, in 5th place. Oh, as he just eats dirt he as well. Just find a nice piece of dirt and just shove
That
his
one
face
is all
right
your
into it.
fault, Storkin. That one is all you.
How come it's me? I didn't do anything.
I'll tell you this. So just going back up to the top here, obviously Mullins is still leading and Heckman in 2nd. A little bit of banter, regarding Heckman last week, and he's an engaged member of the community. But good on him. He's riding up in 2nd. He's 2nd to one of the, not the quickest guy in the game, who's right behind him. So good on him. Really good ride so far.
Yeah, very. But Root is closing up so much. I mean,
Yeah, he
Root
is.
speed, if you just watch him through the corner, just laying it down and getting on the gas.
Well, he gets in that flow and just pins it.
Yeah, number 101, just really nice. Moving for Root.
Yeah, he's all over him now. See how Heckman plays this. I mean, I think that it's pretty clear who the quick guy is, so...
My
push
guess
the
would be
lines
that
or-
Root's just going to blast past at some place. That seems like typical
Yeah,
Root.
well played.
That's, for example, there. Call it like 2
Yeah.
seconds ahead.
Yep.
So Root's definitely been the fastest guy, or the 2nd fastest on the track, I would say. So Mullins, let's see what his lap time is, 155. See what if Root can improve on that. Or Root just DDoSing himself, perhaps. No idea. Oh, actually tripling up there. That's a nice line to do. Landing in the rollers. This might be a very, very fast lap. 154.4 is not as fast as I expected. Still making up time to Jesse Mullins though. So Sanders still in 4th, Matt Aggett in 5th, Luke Herberline, Jack Haley, Josh Hamilton, Karen Fusaka, Tanner Rogers to round out the top 10 here. Let's see, I want to find a nice place here to do a lap through the pack.
Well, I'll tell you this, at least my scoring in my game is absolutely losing its mind.
Oh, rip.
Alright, we're back together. Good. It was just counting up. That's all it was doing. So we found ourselves.
So that was Jesse Mullins that we stopped on. Sort of missed the lappers, I realized. There was one to Gebhardt, Hunter Root coming past. Can't see who that is.
Pretty good battle, 6-7, 5-6.
Alex Heckman. Bunch of guys, somebody on a Suzuki. Guy on a Kawasaki coming past here. That is the number 1 of 1. 342. So these guys have a big gap. Let me tell you that one.
Yeah.
August Sanders coming by in 4th, I believe.
The 101 would be Matt Modell, and the 342 would be Tyler Swigert.
Oh, thanks for that one. Luke Herberline,
Yeah.
number 26. Matt Aggett, 32. That's Jack Haley, I think.
Michael Wheeler currently in a points paying position in 19th.
There was Josh Hamilton, Brady Stanley. I believe Andrew Sanders was in there as well. Oh, somebody just jumping way too far. Number 16, could that be T-Crane maybe? 724, potentially St. Laurent. I'm taking some guesses here. I have once again, I do apologize, but I haven't followed RF too closely. I set a goal beginning of the season to follow it, but I haven't been able to. And there's Mullins once again here. Still around 20 seconds to Root, lost about a second last time around. Root with a 153.6. So these guys just killing it, and now we have Hickman.
And I believe that would be the fast lap of the race.
Yeah.
5/10.
And Hickman doing a good job here in 3rd as well, only letting off 10 seconds of Root. Hickman surprisingly is super fast.
Yeah, he's picked up the pace a bit, I believe, since Root got past him. I mean, a 157.5 as his fast lap and a 158.8 on his last lap is not too shabby.
Great. Now we have August Sanders in 4th, Luke Herberline in 5th.
Gonna say, I think the guy on the move, if we're looking at someone to start clipping off maybe a spot or two here, would be Haberline. I was
We do have
watched him run a few quali laps. Go ahead.
We do have Jack Haley here, trying to get 6 from Matt Aggett, currently.
Matt Aggett, Mr. Consistency there, just clicking off the laps. But that's honestly that you mentioned, like, right? He was an AM less than a year ago, one of us lowly AMs, and he's currently running 6th in a pro national because he is so consistent.
He and his brother
It's a
actually
lesson to be
finished
learned.
4th and 5th in their first Supercross race, I believe.
Yeah.
This is Moto 1, but I don't know if there's going to be a second Moto, considering we only had one almost full 250 Moto. So Jack Haley really
We'll
trying to put
find
the
out
pressure
together.
here on Aggett. It looks like he has the pass made. So Jack Haley with the pass on Matt Aggett here. Herberline still a bit off of Sanders.
Yeah. Just ran his fastest lap of the race at a 1:54.3.
1:54.3. I mean, that's definitely fast.
Root is just clicking off the quick laps, honestly. I don't know if he's broken 1:56 the last 3 or 4 laps.
He's insanely
Well,
fast.
and nor
that's
has
for sure.
Jesse. Heckman dropping his times too. These guys are pushing. Cool to see.
So 1:55 again for Mullins. Root probably going to be around there as well.
So outside of the top 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all just ran their fastest laps of the race.
That's insane. Root
Yeah.
with a 1:55, losing a bit of time to Mullins
He
that
losing
lap.
8/10 that lap.
Yep. See if Hickman can do anything about a fast lap. 1:57.
Another 1:57, yeah. He's on it.
That's fast. August Sanders.
Yeah.
Herberline still. Matt Agate. Josh Hamilton, Andrew Sanders, Jack Healy, Stanley,
Yeah, Hamilton's all over Agate.
T.
Less than
Crane,
a second.
and St. Lawrence. Where's the bikes? I was looking forward to riding the Dorito crisps here, but apparently St. Lawrence posting bikes, not riding them. That's nice. Wasting my
You just
precious.
wanted to fill up your folder.
I mean, I already have 120 plus gigs of stuff, so I guess a few more couldn't hurt.
Yeah, and Hamilton did get by Agate there, so he moves into 6th place. Jack Haley is definitely charging. I mean, his fast lap and even his last lap were a couple quicker than Matt.
Yeah. Also, I
Look at all those
believe
guys
Root
are
was
fairly
down
lined up.
as the gap grew about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and Heckman
Right on
not
Root,
too
actually.
far back now. Yeah.
So Hickman pushing Root here, that's cool to see.
I mean, if we predicted one thing going into tonight, it's that we'd be talking about Heckman putting pressure on Hunter Root, right? We talked about this beforehand. We knew that was going to happen.
I didn't know. You're trying to lie again to the crowd here, that's not nice. We didn't know that was going to happen. We definitely talked about Hickman being fast and showing some skill here.
Yeah,
So,
good for him.
But I feel like he's getting too much TV time without backflips, so I'm gonna switch to Root again or Mullins.
Oh!
No backflips, no TV time. That's the deal, Heckman. You know that before. The deal still stakes. St. Laurent going a lap down, I believe, along with someone else.
He might have been doing better if he was riding a Doritos bike. Just a thought.
Could have been. He's probably lighter. Root just going off again with a lag. Seem to be consistently randomly happening. Heckman, I believe, made a mistake.
Yeah.
Sanders just still consistent, but losing a lot of time. Luke Herberline, Agate, Jack Haley, Stanley, T. Crane, getting passed by Josh Hamilton actually. So that's
I was going to say that's the only people that are...
Hamilton sets out. So that was a battle for 9th place until Hamilton slid out. So we currently have 5 minutes plus 2 laps to go.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit of a shout out to my guy Tanner Rogers here. He's made some moves. He didn't have the greatest of starts, but he's worked his way up into 12th. Running quick lap 156, and his last was a 157.9. So only 2.3 back of Andre Santos here for 11th.
That's solid for sure.
Yeah. We know Tanner has world records on some of the 2015 Supercross tracks, so switch to the big bike. Good to see him doing well.
Tanner is fast for sure. That's one thing.
Whether he believes it or not, agreed.
Root just put on a 151.7. That's stupidly fast, I would like to call it.
I mean, how?
I don't know. I just
Go around 2
No.
seconds quicker than anyone else all of a sudden? That's cool. Yeah.
2
That's
seconds.
ridiculous.
Try 5.
I mean, I'm talking about Mullen's best lap 153.7, yeah, and Root's is 151.7. I mean, that's. Where do you find 2 seconds on top of a 153?
I have absolutely no idea. God mode, hacks,
Yeah.
cheating, lagging past timing gates. I don't know.
I mean, I've asked him before to tell me where the jump button is, but I'm still trying to find that out.
Same here, man. Oh,
And
and it
their
goes down.
commentator curse, so yeah, there we go.
Shorting a bit too hard.
That's what you get when you get a 151, honestly. It's too fast. You gotta slow down at some point. That's way too fast.
Definitely way too fast. So I guess you could call it karma.
Ridiculous.
For Decimal, I guess we could do a top down round down.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. Oh. So confused with two computers at the same time. This time brought to you by Verb Moto. So first place Jesse Mullins, and that's all goes down together with Josh Hamilton, as he's about to get a lap down. So Mullins been consistent the whole race, I would say, as he goes down. Let's hope that doesn't ruin his flow. He seems to be in it. So Mullins more or less leading the whole race here, doing a great job. Hunter Root second place, having some struggles, having to work through the pack. Sorry, my energy drinks is starting to wear out. Alex Heckman third place, doing great here. So Heckman just having a great race. Luke Herberline working his way back up as well. Made quite a lot of passes to get himself into the position he's in at the moment.
Yeah.
August Sanders still top 5 after having a pretty good start, being up right at the top. Still solid race here for August Sanders. Matt Agate, really great race as he just turned pro earlier this summer. So
Eddie.
I mean, amazing, 6th place. Jack Haley, another guy here from Adept, so 2 guys from Adept already in the top 10. Brady Stanley, FabMX Race Tech, 8th place. Josh Hamilton, Meta. And T-Crane here again, so T-Crane being the third Adept rider inside the top 10 at the moment, so great racing here from a lot of these guys, and T-Crane just does not want to be a part of this, as Tanner Rogers, I believe, got past.
Yeah, that'd be Tanner. Tanner's on it right now. His last lap was 155.3.
That's
So
fast.
he's charging. Although Josh Hamilton in front of him's last was a 155.1, but looks like Tanner's closed up on him pretty decent on this lap. So yeah, Josh went down. He's running 213, and Tanner must have as well with the 208. But he's making up gap. Good lap for him, considering the fact that he's gone down.
So we have 3 laps to go here, as Jesse Mullins is not going to be able to finish the last lap here in 5 seconds. So 3 laps to go it is. Next time they come around the finish, it's 2 laps to go of this race.
And what I am seeing, Heberline trying to close it up on August Sanders for 4th.
I mean,
I'm sorry, for 4th. Yeah, just well, now it's it's right about 2 seconds, essentially.
Heberline definitely making up a lot of time there.
Yeah, and he was taking a lot of, again, when I saw him earlier today in qualifying, he was taking a lot of outsides. So if you find your flow on those outside lines, as he clearly is, you can make up some time, especially when there's not a lot of people in your way. There's not I don't believe we had a 40-man gate here, so there's not as many folks that would be riding around and maybe getting in his way as usual.
Yep.
So it's less than a second now.
I mean, the battle's right on here.
Yeah.
Kate Herbert in chat. It's Justin Smedley joining me for the commentating. But battle is on here between Heroline and Sanders. Who do you think will have it in? How do you think they'll be placed in one when they cross the finish line next time?
As much as I have respect for UID2, I mean, I gotta say that I watched Luke a bit earlier in qualifying servers, and just in general, man, the guy is just good at the game. I would imagine he's gonna get him here somewhere. I don't know where, but it might be an outside line pass kind of thing, or August makes a mistake. But I think Luke's got it.
I would like to call August here being in front of Heroline to about the finish line, and then Heroline finds some way to make the pass. I believe there was Michael Wheeler going a lap down, still in 18th place, so still pretty good for Michael Wheeler as he crashes, breaks a knee or something. And Heroline not able to make anything happen.
Wait for it.
Alex Carlin chat in game.
Just wait for that outside line, like that. Got him.
I mean, I think August at least could have been putting up with a T-bone or something. I mean, for inside. I mean, that would be...
don't be a sore loser.
I'm not a sore loser. I'm just a happy winner.
Oh, avoided a down guy. Oh, it's not over yet. August is trying to charge.
Perfect chance for a T-bone. Not able to make that happen either. But I mean, it was relatively close. I mean, great racing from Luke there, and I really hope that August don't T-bone people. It just ruins the racing for everyone. Even though it might be fun to watch as the commentator, it sucks to be that guy's a racer.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah. A little bit of a sketchy corner entry for August there, so Luke will stretch it out a bit. By the way, Root, another one, he ran a 152. I mean, it's 25 seconds, but he ran a 152.1 on the last lap, so not giving up for what it's worth.
I was just about to say that. Hunter Root with another insanely fast lap in the books. And Mullins
He's got
now,
both the fastest laps.
yeah, Mullins with a 154. So Mullins definitely having the pace as well. So there should be one lap to go when we're getting around here.
And not to mention that guy in third place who, if he would have done a backflip or two, you know.
We would actually care to stream him more. I mean, there's one more motor to go, perhaps. Go on board with Huntwood for a few more laps. That's not really anything I can do, as it's quite soon over this race. Jack Haley, Matt Agate, Brady Stanley, Tanner Rogers, and Tyler Crane. That's top 10.
Oh,
So Jesse Mullins, let's see, currently lapping. Is that Stanley?
he's lapping up to 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
he's right behind Matt Agate.
That's insane. So much speed.
And consistency too. I mean, we were talking about Matt's consistency earlier, but I think what Jesse has got perfected is the blend, right, of just really top tier speed and then also incredibly consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably count the number of times he's fallen this race on one hand. I'd be quite sure of. So this guy definitely a force to be reckoned with. And if it finishes like this, he's going to have a 6 points lead going into the next motor here. So Hunter Root having quite a nice cushion back to Heckman in third. I
gotta say, I mean, what do you think is Root? The first lap kind of got him.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody saying Rip Stream, the Super Christian. So Heckman, third place, he lapped 7th. Would you just mind seeing if the stream is very choppy, as someone says? Chat here. I'm streaming from Sweden, so there might just as well be something that Twitch doesn't like sharing.
It appeared to
another
be a bit
continent.
choppy for a second, but on my screen now I'm watching. Yeah, it's a bit choppy.
Hey.
Kind of just pausing and skipping every now and then, but not.
Heckman trying to do a backflip here, but that was... He first off failed the backflip, and that was on the finish line, so I called BS on that one.
Yeah, he's
Backflips.
stuck inside someone's rear wheel now.
Backflips are supposed to be as dual. He's during the race looking good. So Herberline going to finish 4th. No, but seriously, everyone, great race, and just messing with you. Racing great, got some TV time. And Jack Haley is going to finish 6th. So 3 Adapt guys inside the top 10. Tyler Crane, August Sanders, and Jack Haley.
Well, it's been a bit of an eventful night, but that was at least an interesting race there for the most part. Not quite as interesting as the 250 in terms of the close battles, but
Still a great race.
yeah. Insane lap times. I mean, honestly, look at that chart there. 151.7.
Heckman's broken in chat. Just crashed like once, and he still got 3rd with a big gap hole. I mean, so I mean that's justified, I guess. So I'm sort of 450 motor 2 in 5 minutes. I am going to go on board with Jesse Mullins and see what shenanigans he's up to. Doing a backleg, so Mullins definitely got himself some good TV time for the next one. Next motor here, but I am going to try and get myself some air, and
Same here.
I'll be back in a bit here. So just stay right here, and I should be back within a few minutes. So I probably just missed the start here. Spindly, you there? Okay, apparently not. So sorry for missing the start, I just had to grab something to eat and drink. It's 5:40 AM here. Yeah, sorry about that. But Jack Haley getting a start here, or leading of the start. Robert Wilson in second place, followed by Alex Heckman and Walter Gebhardt. Tyler Swanger, Bryce Stanley, Jesse Mullins. Where is Root? There. That's Hunter Root. So I'm just going to change views here for a minute, as I feel like this sometimes will be better, or it's better to get some sort of, I don't know, make sense. Root lagging out once again here. So Root currently 3 seconds behind Jesse Mullins here. So Hunter Root and Jesse Mullins back to back here. Definitely something, a battle to be able to watch. So I hope they can get it together and give us some great racing to watch. So much speed up that hill. It's just nuts how they can carry that much speed. I feel like going on board with Hunter probably is the best thing in the moment here. So battle for the second place here. Jack Haley just in the top, but Robert Wilson followed by Jesse Mullins and Alex Heckman here. So Mullins just trying to go to the inside, but that inside is just so poor. Not much to use there on that inside. So Robert Wilson, Jesse Mullins, Alex Heckman and Hunter Root, that's the running order for the battle of second place. Mullins to the inside, jumping quite far. Jumping far again to the outside. Robert Wilson not able to make anything happen out of that situation. Let's see here. We have Hunter Root past Alex Heckman, so Root definitely need to go and catch Mullins as of now. So Root having to go to work on Robert Wilson. That's in hope to latch on to Jesse Mullins there, as Mullins probably tries to work his way to the top, and Heckman goes down and Robert Wilson does too, or at least slid out. That's William St. Laurent passing Robert Wilson for second place, third place, fourth was. So Jack Haley leading this thing, followed by Jesse Mullins and Hunter Root, and these guys are close to battling it out here. That is exactly what we wanted to see, a battle between these two guys. Oh no, not DDoS again. Oh fuck me. So I'm just going to do this while we're getting DDoSed. Oh, this is so boring. I really hope GLV after this race will have some sort of explanation what this is. I mean, there is a slight chance that it would be self-caused or something, but it truly seemed like a DDoS with the immense amount of lag we're getting. Like, almost seems like Hunter Root's connection is same as everyone else, so I guess we have a battle here on our hands. Seems like Mullins and Root goes side by side, but with the occasional updates of never happening, we don't know. So Jack Haley leading, followed by Mullins in second, but it's actually Root, because Root's ahead of Mullins, I guess. So Haley, Mullins, Root. So the timing and scoring, if it's somewhat close to what's happening here, it's not even. It's not even. I don't know. So according to the timing and scoring here, we have Jack Haley, Jesse Mullins, and Hunter Root. But it does seem like Jack Haley, Hunter Root, Jesse Mullins, Robert Wilson, Alex Heckman, August Sanders, Alex Heckman, Tanner Rogers, Tyler Crane, and this is just sad to watch. Modago was saying I need to start ddosing these races, and yeah, it's truly annoying this. But I mean, Modo, don't make yourself a target, because we all know you have a gigabit internet and you can do a lot of things with a gigabit as a connection. But kidding aside, I don't think Modo's doing it, and this is really sad to see. Oh, rip Fritz, it's 5 AM, it's 6 AM for me. 1 hour ahead of you guys. So this mode, SK Resist, I'm sure if that's who that is, but thanks for taking the time to stream, Sorkin. You're doing a great job. Thanks for the nice comment here. Oh, I just wonder when the server is going to crash completely and it's going to be red flagged or something. So it seems like we have a battle here for first place, just that we have 2 updates per second. It's not much to go off, and especially not considering that timing and scoring is not keeping up, as this is just weird. 4th place is Robert Wilson, who's down. 4th place, Heckman. Sanders is way in front. Yeah, I mean, if they keep these scores, I'm generally going to be upset.
Alright, Mr. Storkin. Sorry for the break there. Am I missing another
You're missing a fine moment of ddosing.
Oh, yeah. So, the highlight of the night, pretty much.
Yeah. So, it seems like we have Jack
Hey,
Haley.
just a big freaking congrats to whoever's doing this, honestly. Great job, guys. Love it.
And I guess great job to ruin it for literally everyone wanting to race and have a great
grow the
time.
fuck up. Grow, honestly. Just if you don't like the game, just delete it and get rid. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
Christ.
I can't even understand what this race is and being black flag, because on my screen, let me know how it is in yours.
Yeah,
but
everyone's frozen for me.
yeah, but that's not the thing. Like, Jack Haley seems to be in first place, and my timing scoring says Mullins is in second, but Root is when riding, and then there's been, I don't know. So now it actually looks like, yeah, on my screen, Jack Haley's first, Root's following, and then Mullins third.
I mean, if it gets back to regular, let me know. I just closed out of it for a second and pulled your stream up. This is, I can imagine. I can't imagine the frustration of the people that are actually trying to do this and put on the race and everything that goes into it, whether it's building the track or
Yeah.
doing the environment or organizing the points or you know, running the scripts and actually hosting the race. And it's stupid, man. It's really stupid, and it's pathetic, frankly.
Yep. And I mean, as it looks right now, it doesn't seem to matter if you run it or rerun it or something, because there's obviously going to be ddosing either way.
I mean, the only thing we could possibly get out of this that is beneficial is keep it running, let JLV log, and hopefully something comes out of it. But
More
at
or
this
less,
point,
so, yeah. But
at
I
this
mean,
point, it's a problem that, you know, either people will, whoever's responsible will decide they're going to be reasonable.
Close battle between Jack Haley and Hunter Root. We only have 5 frames per second. It's getting 5 frames per minute. Looks like Haley
Who
went
will
down.
float farther?
And rip. And Haley doing a nice Superman out of nothing. Strange. Merlin's right on his tail.
You know, kudos to you for trying to keep the lineup going. You know, we spoke before we got on air, and obviously this is the SYS stream. It's a very professional run thing, so I'm biting my tongue a bit, but it's really ridiculous at this point. As if it wasn't the second time it happened or the first time it happened, but it's just
it's a constant thing right now. XX King Sour XX in chat asking what's happening with the stream. And currently, as far as we are aware, the server is being DDoSed. And it's
a server issue. It's not a stream issue.
And it's not the first thing it's happened either. So basically, the
not
server
even
is
the
being
first time
DDoSed, and the timing and scoring can't keep up. So Hunter Root, like you can see, Hunter Root being down, coming back. It's even if you do a DDoS protection server, if you're having a million PCs like a botnet, for example, that's not going to help. So it's not as easy to just press a button and you're just off the radar. You still have to. I mean, it's still a lot of things to play.
While we're watching floaty time, what we could do for the wow, congrats! Still 25 people hanging on with us. Thanks, guys. You know, we could do story time with Storkin. Who's got questions? Let's.
Yes, I am good about.
What do you want to know about Sweden or Swedish folks? Are the fish that good? Question 1. You know, we can start there.
Think Fast Plays also asks what's happening. The server's being DDoSed, and I don't know.
It's
people
not
are
Storkin.
updating.
It's the server.
Yeah, people are updating. So yeah, DDoSing the server ruins it for everyone. I don't know if Hunter Root quit. Oh,
Yeah, I would have
disconnected.
if I was
Server shutting down.
him. Honestly, I can't blame him.
So server's shutting down here, apparently.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
call. It shouldn't happen sooner, in my opinion, as like lap 3, the time and scoring was off, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Again,
see.
I think that what they could gain from that is, however, you know, if it's still happening, whatever logs they can grab.
Yeah. I wonder if they are going to try and switch server again, or if it's just going to be...
I'll check the...
Why did people have to ask about fish? You shouldn't have told them to ask about fish. I know nothing about fish. I know that I hate eating fish. That's about
Well, what about Swedish fish, though? I mean, come on.
That's what I'm talking about. I know abborre,
You know,
lax,
what's wrong with them?
surströmming, tonfisk. So let's translate. We have tuna. I like tuna.
But do you know what I mean by Swedish fish? I'm not talking about actual fish. I'm talking about the candy. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I probably do, but at the same time not.
It's like a, I don't know, the little tiny red licorice-y kind of candy gummy. They're like gummy bears, but they're fish, and they're called Swedish fish. I assumed we were on the same page there.
Swedish fish. Is it licorice?
I know it's late. I know it's late. Yeah, I mean, kinda. I think. I don't know.
We have like
I'm not
jelly.
an expert.
We have jellyfish, sort of. Like
not
the ones
the
in
ones
Candy
that sting
Crush. That's a thing. Tastes
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
what I'm talking about. So I just want to recap on the list of
Swedish candy.
off-topic and ridiculous things that we've talked about on streams, whether it's this one tonight or in the other EMF ones. Does Swedish fish discussion go above or below the merits of homeschooling?
I think interestingness above, actual relevance below.
Our rank. Homeschooling.
Okay, so
Swedish
Heckman
fish.
linking something. You can go to bed, Stork, and I'm not going to bed. Fuck this shit. I'm staying up all day. I didn't pull an all-nighter just to go to bed. I'm staying up. I don't care about shit anymore. Buds Creek 450 motor.
See what happens, you Mr. DDoSer. You made the most quiet mellow, as someone said. You made him mad now.
Buds Creek 450 Moto 2 has been postponed. What happened to 250 Moto 2?
Yeah, I think
Because-
the same thing.
We had 1.5.
Yeah, I think they were delaying Moto 2. That's what I had heard in the other TeamSpeak channel that I hopped in when I was jumping back and forth, and I assumed they meant that was for the whole event. At least they got one Moto in complete, and the other one, yeah, there was a bit of battling going on, but they were still in the last lap, so I imagine they'll count that. I don't know. I just imagine.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Heckman something. Oh yes, I'm the one ddosing. I don't barely have a connection enough for stream, so I don't think so.
Everything's lining up now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
If
The guy who was unable.
Heckman, the deal was backflips equals TV time. You only had the TV time you were given, no extra. And backflipping the finish line does not count.
Especially when you get stuck in a guy's front wheel.
Exactly. So let's act stock server heroes here for a minute instead.
I like that gear though. I don't think they have that gear set up for yours.
I don't think anyone has it really. I'm just going to go
exclusive preview.
No, it's just a regular TLD one with I think it was Antonio Garcia. Nice enough to just add my name and stuff
Yeah,
to it.
that was a good landing by you though.
Yeah,
I'm watching on the stream, so I'm delayed, but
yeah.
User joined your channel.
So it seems like someone. Oh, talking
that's
power.
Tanner.
Someone else wants to join for the stock track fun.
Oh, I can do stock track fun. Should I open my game up again?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Man, this is just...
This is one great night.
Well, you know, at least Chris, at least you didn't stay up for nothing. You know.
I mean, I get to start next to August Sanders here, which is UAD 2, and since I'm the best in the game, I feel like that's fair.
So when I get in, I should beg for a restart, pretty much.
I say we count this stock track race as Moto 2.
I tried to take down Heckman. I mean, that's at least something. Oh, thanks, somebody took down Heckman. So should this be stock hero mania or should this be punt mania?
I'm goosing it up front right now.
So
I mean,
Don't punt me.
Plus, can I not even get a restart or like red flag? Come on, I miss UID by 30 seconds. Let me in.
I think YaleV should add me to the admin stuff so I can do whatever I want to. I would
Telling
ban
you.
so many people.
Oh
But it's a
my.
good thing Ravenator isn't an admin. I mean, 0 people would be playing this game after he's been running for a while.
Ravenator.
Wait, is Chris back? Is Chris number 2
I
back?
know Ravenator.
Yeah, he's back. He's been back for
Good.
a good week.
I
or
know
so.
I know he had a a bit of an upset time in that race we were talking about.
I remember-
Good guy seems like. I'm glad he's back into it.
I remember meeting him like when he first got the game and asked for my help and stuff with setups and everything.
Oh no, it's only one
I
lap.
haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, it's one lap.
Oh
Has
no.
to be a punt mania then.
Wanna do a chicken race? 1v1
A
triple.
Chicken. 1v1.
Oh, nail it. No, seriously, I don't know what to do. I don't know if Callum wants me to keep streaming
You know-
or anything.
Yeah.
You know what you could do
officially
is
postponed, I guess.
what did they do no, it wasn't even the DDoS, it was for something else, but remember they did the King of the Hill thing?
Yeah,
And like yeah.
but I feel like people are just pissed off at this point, so...
Well I'm probably gonna get to sleep. I gotta get up in the morning.
I
But
plan to get to sleep, but nope. Oh,
the
here's
stream
the
must
chicken
go
race.
on.
The stream must go on.
Oh
Nail it. You didn't fall off. Oh,
no.
that's nice. Oh, dude.
Well, you're staying up.
Yep.
Should we maybe see if a few people
Oh.
want to join into a different server and race a track or something?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Name a track.
A track that
Tanner,
people
pick one.
has.
Yeah.
I only have awkward tracks in my memory. I just have these weird tracks nobody wants to play or old ones.
Should we just ask the people, the 22 people that are still watching the stream right now?
Wait, are you live right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're famous. now,
Yeah,
Tanner.
then please. I've been
So
famous for
guys,
years.
guys watching the stream right now.
Hey,
If
wake
you
up.
play the game, pick a track, put it in chat.
Also, Heckman, I don't know the pass for the stream. I'm not going to add people really into this call.
Yeah, Heckman, when we
I've-
maybe when we shut this off, we can hop in somewhere.
I think I'm gonna exit the stream. My girlfriend's about to leave for work, or fiance, I should say.
Hey, you better get that right now.
Yeah.
Wake up.
So
Wait, when did that happen, by the way? Is this an official announcement on live, on air?
no, that happened. When was it? I think November last year.
Oh,
You've only
So-
ever referred to her as girlfriend, so I'm just now learning
Well,
of this.
thing
Congratulations
is-
it's
to
not
you.
it's not
The-
official until you say it on stream, obviously.
I think I said it on stream before. I'm not sure, but the thing is, we have a Swedish word for fiance, but it's like it's never really used, and it's an old word if you want to. So girlfriend's just easier to stick to.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in that engaged phase and saying my fiance sounds fairly pretentious, so...
I mean,
wasn't-
fiance in English sounds way better than the Swedish words, and fiance is also more commonly used. Like the word
What
we
is
have.
the Swedish word?
I mean, I don't even know, like, I know my cousin, and that's like, I barely know, like, family relatives were in Sweden and Swedish and stuff. It's just a big mess. But I'm just going to exit the stream right now. I feel like the whole thing is over.
Yeah,
So thanks guys
I
for
would
tuning
agree.
in. I don't know what to do. Let Sort Your System decide here what to do with the stream.
Thanks to those guys for letting us
Yeah,
plug everyone for a few hours.
I hope.
Shout out to the guy who DDoSed the servers. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah, you deserve a beating. No, but seriously, I don't know. I hope the stream could be back next week and I could stream with Hinners. That's my hope. But I don't know. Yeah, Festbomb For the guy in chat, that would be the groom or fiance. What's the guy called in English when engaged?
Fiance. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
It's
that's what I
the
would
male
call it.
equivalent to fiance, festman.
I don't even know.
It's the same.
You got me. Yeah, is it?
It's the same.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same thing.
Stream's over. This is going way out of hands. So thanks guys for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys.
Cheers.